and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with him, a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active and a weapon.
A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play if you're the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Now on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Back to the air one more time. Wide open downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll go right back to it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to insert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first.
He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll start this drive firing. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
2nd down coming up. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Williamson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. They try to pop a run on the draw. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. With the catch, it's Williamson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. He wants to throw. He's got the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, the ground game. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
To the ground. He's got it again. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll keep it himself. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. A first down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights. Good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not for an offense that ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. The give on the inside.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Movement here from the tight end. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. After the run, now to throw. Big grab. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And it's a touchdown. Puts 6 on the board.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They'll give it to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Quick tempo here for the offense. He's looking for an open man on second down. He makes the connection. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll just down it right there. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. This is a 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll take a shot. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
And when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He's looking to throw it. Complete in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
He finds his man.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Shoots it to the left. He got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage to take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Off play action on 1st down. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, it's an early down on the 1-yard line, so I think everybody's expecting run. They go play action to see if they can catch the defense off guard, but they do a good job in the back end with coverage incomplete.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead, This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown. And the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense set for a first down play. Going to the run to start this second half. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Off play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. Early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got him downfield. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 20. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top things off by getting out of bad field position in a hurry. A 90-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense set on first down. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it left. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Quarterback on the keeper. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back on the move. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. On the move at the 30. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of downs.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And he's got it in the end zone.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Working on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Snagged in the middle, it's Williamson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
He's going to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And that's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quick strike complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They keep attacking through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Williamson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Caught near the sticks, it's Williamson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. No wonder he's the favorite target, just going and reeling in everything.
Catching everything, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, he continues to make plays for his quarterback, so if I'm his quarterback, I'm going to continue to find him and let him pile up these numbers.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Gets it out quickly. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. So they got the score. The lead is still 18 as they prepare to kick off. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the counter play. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Flips it out to the back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. This time he's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got it past the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wants to throw. Makes the grab down the middle.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Running back searching for a hole. And it'll be a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They've cut into this lead. It's down to 11 as they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Power football with the run. At the 45 on his way. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from this.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Line gets set, 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Running back goes in motion. With jet sweep pass. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
Throws to the back. It's caught. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Caught close to the marker. It's Williamson. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking to move it through the air. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.